How's it going, all of you beautiful ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last time, we gathered some more evidence for this trial. This should be our second trial in this chapter, and if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that there are actually 3 trials in this one, so we're in for a bit of a ride. So let's get into the courtroom. Here's Will Powers. Mr. Wright, yeah? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. I guess we don't want to tell him just straight up. Hey, it's really looking like you're a murderer right now. I don't see any way it can't be. Right, Mia? Uh-oh. She looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I felt particularly close to him. Yeah. I get what you're putting down. I get the joke, haha, funny. Sorry about that. I don't know if that might be a recurring theme or not in this episode. Because of course, like 30 seconds into recording, hiccups have arrived. Oh my god, that's not good for this game especially. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going in this trial utterly defenseless, yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked, any evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? I have to find something, Phoenix, today. Is that or lose the trial? This isn't going to be easy. Oh my god, Hi, Edgeworth. Well, I should be able to use this recording session to record quite a bit of this game because most of my teachers today have just been like, yeah, go outside and build a snowman. Because, it snowed today, so, yeah. That's not what I'm doing. I just got finished playing Beat Saber, so. Oh my god, I'm sorry, this is gonna sound terrible for you guys, because I can't stop hiccuping. Good lord. This is him right here, this is the good lord, Mr. Judge. Oh my god, this is gonna be terrible. You know, it'll wear off as we get through. I'm sure it will. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution's ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. I have the evidence too. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it will be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness say his name and profession? How rude can you get? God, that fits his character. It's fine. You don't know me. I'm the director. I make this deal seem right, noob, raffle. It's a Salmonella. I'm a director, television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. As she shouldn't. The day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We ran the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. What are you humming about? The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in the meeting at that time. Yep, from 9 to 4. Regular old work hours. Sorry. We got yawns, we got hiccups. Coughs. Well, there's always coughs. I just always pause. I just always cut the coughs out. Oh my god. I just always cut the coughs out or mute my mic because the coughs are not... They'll destroy your eardrums, I should say that. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Don't ask about the voice crack. I mean, it was on purpose. I did it on purpose. I just don't know why I did it. Alright, let's pick this apart. First of all, let's press some stuff. I always just press what seems suspicious. I don't press random stuff. Because I wanna value your time and get on with it. He stutters here, so I'm pressing that. In the employee area, that's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run through? Oh yeah, a security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She's cheering on a hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. Oh my god, I don't know if you heard that one, because I like swallowed it. Yes, you can swallow hiccups. Today I learned. Took a lot more time. Why did it go on so long? Good question. I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during a run through, see? Oh, right, thus the limp. Sorry, I forgot. This was recorded like 5 days after the last one. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. Rolling on the floor, starving. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him with it later. Phoenix. If his alibi holds, Powers is finished. Press him as hard as you can to find out where he's lying. Right. Took their evidence. Attorney's badge. Jack's autopsy report. Time of death 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierced through resist by a spear. He's strangling one leg. Guy mapped to Global Studios. The murder weapon. The break into shafts have been murdered. Sleeping pills. Walk the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4. Is that when you always come in to work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks at your industry. Still, I was pretty busy all day. Tell us more about that. Oh wait, I already pressed this one. I'm really not picking up much here. Well, you don't know that for sure. What is that? What? Yeah, but that's not important. Okay, I didn't actually pick anything up. I just went with this contradictory because obviously it has to be if Mia was gonna say something. What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. That's true, I do remember that. I'm sorry, I should... If this was recorded right after the last episode, I would be on fire. All these things would be coming straight to me. But, I mean, it's been like almost a week since I recorded the last one. So, I'm gonna have to take some time to remember it. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. This is so annoying, man. It must be annoying for you guys, too. I'm literally getting speech disrupted, like, every few seconds. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. I took a break in that meeting. That contradicts its testimony. I'll press on that one a little bit more. Yeah, we're gonna press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Minall, you just contradicted yourself. Then you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break. This is no raffling matter. Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor. No, they couldn't have. Well, yeah, I guess they could have. When was the break? That's what I need to know. I call on the witness to testify on the break. Yep. I hate this so much. I was perfectly fine to record this. I was so hyped up, and then right after I start the recording, I press the record button, and then of course that's when everything goes downhill. Very well, Mr. Manila. My God, Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Edward's laughing. The break. Yeah, we took a break, Rob. It was only 15 minutes. 15. There's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. There's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Agreed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. I will. Okay. I want to know when it was. Eat my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on that table. Alright, and the other one was Diva, sorry. D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Well, look at him. Yeah. I don't see why it couldn't have gotten there in that amount of time. I mean, it's literally just... Well, when I was playing the game and we were investigating, I could get from Studio 1 to Studio 2 in like 30 seconds. So I'm not sure what he really means by that. Is that so? Not enough time? Why is that? I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. I mean, I was facing a cold, so I chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food. I didn't mean to press. I meant to hit present. No! Not again! Nope! That was an accident, I swear to God. I'm forgetting my buttons here. Not enough time, huh? How much gonna go for it? I don't know. This probably isn't right. I think I'm just thinking too hard. It's probably so obvious. What proves that he's able to go to Studio 1? No! That was an accident. Oh, this is what I wanted. From 2:30 or so until 2:45. No, it's not. The path was blocked, dude. Phoenix, that's what you just told me to do. You told me to you said that it contradicts the time of death. If it was at 2:30, then he could have gone and did the murder. How is it, Edgeworth? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Yeah, I even did what Phoenix told me. Phoenix had a sudden revelation, so I tried to use it, and then it's not correct, and I'm just like, but Phoenix, then why did you say this? You were tricking me into freaking presenting the autopsy on the first thing. The testimony at this point has been can't speak. The testimony to this point has been made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this matter. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. That's what I told Phoenix, but yeah, he thought he was having a big brain moment. He was like, oh, 2:30, that's the time of the murder. He could have killed them. And I'm like, no, Phoenix. The path was blocked by the monkey head. But I tried to go along with what Phoenix told me, and it didn't work. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. You claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I mean, no, it's impossible. I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it's impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio. Oh, in that time. I hate this. This sucks. Man. Haha. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. And I said you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of the death. Oh my god. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. This is so annoying, man. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked over the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I'd like to relieve Mr. Manello from the stat. What? It's over? I don't like seeing him from the back. The back. I said the black. I don't like seeing him from the black. I didn't like that either. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the still samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he's the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Is it D. Vasquez? Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the steel samurai skewered the victim. Oh wait, the kid. It's Cody. Because he literally did see it. He watched it happen. From the trees. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Ooh, should we get to go outside and play on the playground? What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up a trial before, not while there's a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero of the children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix, this one's for the kids. Let's do it. For the kids. The audience always looks like they're disapproving, like they're always shaking their head. Side to side, court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a great Galore of tender years, and this is a murder case, they worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with its cruel questioning. Wow. 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 I mean, you're right, I don't like children, but... yeah, never mind. I don't want to be offensive to the kids. Nice to see Edgeworth taking a moral high ground. However, we had no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. His name is Hacken, so he hacked and slashed and killed the victim. That's what he did. I'm joking, of course. Hopefully, Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. I mean, what if it was the kid? And he's just such a kid, and his mindset is just so whack that like he killed the villain because he's a big fan of the Steel Samurai, so he wanted to kill his sworn enemy. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Sir, you cannot take photographs of the court. Who had a witness say his name and grade in school? Oh God, witness. What? Just cause they're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. I don't know how that song goes. Nor was I went like tone deaf for a second there. I literally I couldn't get the pitches right. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. We can, if you want to talk, we can arrange some gentleness. In your presence, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? I mean, you brought a weapon to court. You don't do that. I shouldn't have done that either, but I can't help it, okay? Killing is voluntary. Hiccups are not voluntary. Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you I'm Gramps with the beard over there? Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. That's what I said! Get on my level, Judge. Sorry, Judge. You're a great character. I'm not trying to be rude. But everyone's just bringing up the things I'm saying. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. Well, I know of a guy that can help you. Maybe a name that starts with STE. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera, a new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. It's not a very complicated one. Like, it doesn't have that. It doesn't seem like it would have that many features. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw today with the incident. Yep. All right. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. So he think it was just like part of a scene. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination, but be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Yeah. I mean, kids are difficult. I want to see Steel Samurai. Okay. Why is this just floating around on the internet? Was that day the first time you've been in the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on rehearsal day. And that security lady is always yelling. Alright, please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk when you cut me off all the time? Jeez. Don't wave around a weapon in court. Let's go for studio. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny. You sure it was a guy? I don't know, he was kind of far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's whoops, that's where I was. I see, anyhow. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So he went straight to the studio. Alright, so that gives us a time frame. So it's before 2:15. Yep. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? Alright, what do you have to say about... Hold on, never mind. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. That... why do I keep pressing the wrong button, man? This is what happens when I don't play for a week. This is a game that's supposed to be easy for, like, freaking grandmas to enjoy. Always carries it. I mean, it says there that he always carries it, so let's see what we have to say. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, I'll work with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? I think it's funnier if I do the pause like that. Like, I hiccup, like, didn't hiccup. You. Mr. Wright. How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, oh, a prosecuting attorney? You know what he means. Well, Cody. What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? Maybe. Can we see the pictures you took, if any? So you did have a camera, and did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Sure, well, let's listen. What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Steel Samurai, he goes for a bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Alright, so you lied in court. Not much to go on here. This is the obvious thing. So you're watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. That's very descriptive. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Goes for the bad guy. Want to be more descriptive? So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He's a person. How was he dressed? I kind of don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. Let's see, and what happened next? Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why was the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch. Samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. That's not... I mean... I have evidence to present. Because... I mean, you could probably... I should probably present the thing. Because, I mean... this is the murder weapon. Pierced through the chest by a spear. That's not a kick or a punch or a slap or a... whatever he was saying, you know? Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? You missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness said what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? That fits so well. That fits so well. Because I went, It just slipped out. It is great. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, alright, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Show evidence. Evidence? Why did Cody look away from the fight? I mean, if he looked away from the fight, the only reason he would look away from the fight is the camera. I mean, he doesn't know how to use it. If he doesn't know how to use it, he's probably going to be fumbling all over the place with it. So, I mean, he's not going to be looking when he's going to get ready. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah. Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a photo. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it. So, you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to enter the real world that early on. No photo. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Yeah, because if we don't, then there's no video game. I'm right. Don't need to press that. So you did see the beginning of the fight. Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai is moving a little strange. Moving strangely? So you did notice the limp. Why couldn't you take a picture? Okay. A person on the ground and a Steel Samurai. You telling the truth? That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did you really not take a picture? Not even once? Press him hard. No, I definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. What's up, Cody Atkins? I know exactly what happened today. You took a picture. Hey, Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Atkins. It's one of my powers. Wow, this feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. Took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? I mean, I know. He has the scrapbook of, like, every single victory. He definitely would have taken a picture. That's the whole point of the scrapbook he has. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow with something bad. Yep. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai's ever won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, I have an explanation. If the Steel Samurai just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No. Wait. No way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. What? What? Tell him, Phoenix. Tell him what the truth is. But didn't we decide that he wouldn't be able to carry it? Like, I could... Okay. Wait, he's dragging it on the ground. He probably couldn't carry the spear straight up. But he'd probably be able to drag it on the ground like that. And didn't I say last episode or the one before that I considered a possibility that it could have been Cody in there, because I thought that because it's possible that, you know, all this, that's not a limp from a sprained ankle. That's because whoever's in the costume isn't tall enough to fit the entire costume. So the ends of the legs will just flop to the side and they'll just be dragging on the ground. I mean, I picked up on that, but I didn't think it would be true. Please explain to court what's going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Oh, I'm crazy. Never mind. Maybe that didn't happen, but the Steel Samurai didn't win? That honestly sounds about right, because this is not where the body was. The body was in the Studio One building, so it, like, we didn't find the body right here. So unless the body was moved, then the victim was not murdered here. So it's possible that the Steel Samurai didn't win. Jack Hammer fled to Studio One, and then the Steel Samurai came back to finish, came to Studio One to finish the job. He didn't win. I can only think of one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. Can you hear that? Because that is very annoying during a recording. Like, the road is like all iced over, man. I don't think you want to be driving around. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? I mean, that's the only reason he wouldn't be in a scrapbook. From that day. Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, man. I thought the revelation that Phoenix and Mia came to was, yeah, Cody is the killer. And I'm just like, he didn't take the picture because he was the one who killed him. So obviously, if he took the picture from that point of view, it wouldn't work out, and he couldn't possibly take a picture from that point of view of, he couldn't take a picture from a viewer's point of view if he was in the costume. No, I'm an idiot. I mean, maybe I'm not. We'll see, but I don't think that's right. Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated Steel Samurai. No way. No, it's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There's a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have an order. I will have an order. About a double quarter pounder and a large fry with a Dr. Pepper. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Just put a Hiyoko crying sound effect there. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down and then he didn't move. But ain't Powers. Powers ain't dead. I mean, I was just looking at him a minute ago. Red McLeod. Wait, what's his name? Never mind. I didn't say anything. Because I can't remember how to say his name. Order. What kind of stunts are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. How have we just overlooked the fact that the body... Like, we're just overlooking the fact that Cody says he witnessed the battle outside when we found the body in Studio 1. Did no one think that was odd? Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's all this about? Well, obviously, Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order. So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying this man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. Yeah, because we know whoever was in the costume had to be someone who knew about it. But wait, had Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in their testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him there. Nor was there a picture of him, is what I meant. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. Me neither, but I believe you. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Perhaps. Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo of my digital camera. What? Show us quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Here, this is it. Studio 2. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. This is like a freaking... What am I thinking of? It's like very first case in Danganronpa where, Sayaka calls Leon to her room because Sayaka plans to kill Leon. But then, we find the body, and it's Sayaka. And then we find out that Leon killed Sayaka in quote-unquote self-defense. So it's seeming like... Wait, then who was... Huh. So yes, we now see that the Steel Samurai was actually Jack Hammer, but we still don't know who killed Jack Hammer. This is getting a bit confusing. Like, it feels like there's two sides to this coin here. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know him in that photo. Find the inconsistency in the photo. What? Hold on. First of all, obviously, this is Studio 2. And we know that from 2:15... Wait a second. The murder happened at 2:15. The murder happened at 2:30. And we know that at 2:15, the monkey head fell and blocked the path to Studio 2. Which is what led us to believe that it wasn't possible that anyone from Studio 2 could have been the murderer. But that really doesn't... But here we are at Studio 2. What? Your Honor, look at this. I'm sorry when I go silent for so long, but I have to, do some deep comprehension in my brain. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. What's all this about? Please explain so that I might be shocked. Please explain so that I might be shocked, along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body is found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Well... Studio 2. Here at Studio 2. I see. That'll explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer's there. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break and a meeting corresponding with the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. One of them did it. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Because Manila said that the break was at 2:15, right? Plenty of time to do the murder. I mean, I feel like, I don't know if Salmonella did it, but I feel like at the very least he's an accomplice. Like, I feel like D. Vasquez did the murder, and Salmonella is a cohort in it. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard the path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Order. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer's the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did this to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have any proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have proof. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? No, they were so surprised. Suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. We haven't done anything with the empty bottle yet. Sleeping pills. I mean, I figured as much. I mean, ever since we got this piece of evidence, I was like, yeah, he was sleeping. Will Powers was sleeping. He had drugged. And I think he did, and I mean, I don't know if for sure this is really proof that he did it, but it makes sense, though. I mean, he drugged Will Powers so that he could sneak in and easily take the costume. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area, the same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers are. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Test Powers' blood. Fingerprint the bottle. I mean, this would tell us whether or not Hammer, touched the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackett's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer don't have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? I mean, it's more interesting than the homework I get, so. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Mr. I said Mr. Honor. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Okay. Very well. Court is adjourned. Whew, that was a close one. They were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should start taking up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find a true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Phoenix Wright as Attorney. If you've enjoyed, hit the like button and subscribe, because there's more Phoenix Wright as Attorney coming to you soon. Straight into your brain holes. So yeah, have a fantastic day. Sayonara.